The man sat alone in a dimly lit room, the flickering candle casting eerie shadows on the walls. He took a deep breath, the weight of his words heavy on his chest. He began his tale, his voice trembling with fear.
It was a cold, moonless night when I found myself driving down a desolate road in the middle of nowhere. The dense forest on either side seemed to swallow me whole, and a chill ran down my spine as the wind whispered through the trees. As I continued along the winding path, I saw a figure up ahead, a hitchhiker, seemingly stranded in the darkness. Against my better judgment, I decided to stop and offer assistance. The man's face was hidden beneath a tattered hood, and his voice carried an unnerving hollowness, as he directed me to. Reluctantly, I followed his instructions. The house loomed before me, its windows broken and its exterior decayed with age. A sense of foreboding settled upon me, but I couldn't resist the pull to investigate further. I stepped inside, my heart pounding with trepidation. Within those haunted walls, I found myself surrounded by a chilling silence. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence, and the feeling of being watched sent shivers down my spine. Each step I took echoed through the empty corridors, the sound amplifying my growing unease. As I explored the rooms, I stumbled upon a decrepit basement hidden beneath a trapdoor. A foul stench wafted up from below, and against all rationality, I descended into the darkness. The flickering light of my flashlight revealed a macabre scene that would forever haunt my nightmares. Lined against the damp, moldy walls were rows of human bones, meticulously arranged as if part of some twisted artwork. A cold, malevolent energy permeated the air, suffocating me with its malice. I realized then that I had stumbled upon something far more sinister than I could have ever imagined. A sudden gust of wind blew out my flashlight, plunging me into impenetrable darkness. Panic surged through my veins as I fumbled for an escape. The creaking of floorboards echoed from above, accompanied by haunting whispers that seemed to come from all directions. I raced up the stairs, stumbling blindly in my desperation to flee the abomination that lurked within those walls. The house seemed alive, shifting and groaning with a malevolent intent. Shadows danced along the walls, their contorted forms mocking my terror. Just as I reached the front door, it slammed shut with an unholy force, trapping me inside. I screamed, pounding on the wood. But it refused to yield. The whispers grew louder, merging into a cacophony of torment that threatened to consume my sanity. Time blurred, and I found myself trapped within that nightmare, lost in a perpetual cycle of terror. The days and nights melded into a never-ending torment as the malevolent force toyed with my mind, breaking my spirit bit by bit. To this day, I remain trapped within the confines of that house, my voice echoing into the void, forever bound to recount the horrors I experienced. Beware the darkness that lingers in the forgotten corners of this world, for once it ensnares you, escape becomes an elusive dream.
The man fell silent, his tale leaving a haunting imprint on the minds of those who listened. The room felt colder, as if the very essence of the story had seeped into its walls. They couldn't shake the feeling that somewhere, in some forgotten place, the man's words held a terrible truth waiting too.